Hashtag no music, no intro. We are back. Hold on, just making sure. Uh, hashtag almost says Saints Square podcast. Let's go back. Saints Block Party podcast.
Damn.
I know coming at you, but it's funny why I said that because I wanted to set the mood for this podcast episode because everyone likes to like assume that like we have this no pun intended, but this agenda that we built. We've always had this negativity. So if you are new to this podcast, Adam and Wolf joining you here. And so we've started this new series. We're up to 3 episodes now on YouTube. It's called SBP Reloaded, where it's really funny going back and pulling. I mean, we've been doing this podcast for 5 years now, so it's really back going back, pulling older episodes and re-uploading them to YouTube, to just see where we are, like just a moment in time, right? So the last episode that we uploaded, if you want to go back and watch it, because this was a video episode, was our recap of the Saints Chiefs preseason game. And
2023.
2023.
Yeah.
2023. Hold on. I have it here. Let's see how we feeling after that game. Ryan, I have it right here.
What?
Derek Carr looked like just a good quarterback, bro. That's the best way I can describe it.
You're right.
We have had Andy Dalton, Trevor Siemian, and I know it's like, oh, it's just preseason. Cesar Ruiz looking like he might be a perennial Pro Bowler guard.
What? Swear, dude.
Juwan Johnson, if you are in fantasy football, like the stock right now for Juwan, bro, it's taking off, bro. But like, Juwan's gonna be all right with Derek Carr, man. He's gonna be all right.
Oh, like the Interstellar. No. Bad takes, baby. Hey, I don't care.
But I love, like, there's one, I wanted to play that because we're talking about Derek Carr, because it feels like we're gonna fucking talk about Derek Carr forever. But I wanted to play that because there's just this notion we're always negative talking about the Saints, Brian. Like, that's all we just have this agenda that's all we do is we just are always negative talking about the Saints. We've always been against Derek Carr. We've never said anything. Please stop. Can niggas be so for real about actually like bring actual facts to the situation? Here's the funny part. We record in a medium where it can be easily proven.
The evidence is right there.
No matter how bad it makes us look, because guess what? We're fans, and we talk about things in the moment. And also, I'll tell you, don't ever take anything. There's some small things you can take from preseason, but for the most part, preseason really doesn't fucking matter.
It don't matter.
But like Trevor Penning, like that shit matters.
Isaiah Foskey,
that shit matters. But on the whole, like, it doesn't matter. So that Juwan Johnson, bro.
that stock is going up.
Hey, listen, nigga got $30 million. Nigga, what? I'm just
saying.
Just saying.
But yeah, it's all in the moment, bro. Like, we living in the moment just like everybody else. And look, the people that listen to us know how we are. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, people that throw stones, they throwing stones from the sideline. They don't rock with us like that. They ain't listen to every episode and stuff like that. That's why I just like, whatever. Y'all can say what y'all want. But when the vibes are rolling, we rolling, bro. Like, we want this team to be good because that's good. That's good for like our mental because it's fun. It's good for our community and it's good for the podcast.
There's a reason why that Underdog Fantasy ad read I didn't have a voice after the Dallas game. Like, I love Underdog Fantasy.
I love Underdog. The first 2 weeks, baby.
Listen, undefeated. And I wanted to liven the mood before we jump into it because it's crazy. Yannick said, "Wait, what happened?" Nothing's really happened. Jane Slater of NFL Network was on NFL Insiders, and she tweeted a whole bunch of things. And it's really like not anything really is new. It's really the never-ending saga. I felt, me and Ryan took a little mini vacation. Just, we were grinded hard,
Hard for this
hard,
trap season, bro. Hard.
hard.
And you went even harder, bro, because you went going to pro days and combine.
And anyone who knows me knows that like typically I don't need like an alarm. I'm always up at like 6:10, 6:30, nothing. These last 2 weeks, my morning time, bro, my body's been out. Like out. Like I've had to set like an alarm to actually wake up or else I would like sleep all morning. So I think my body's just been completely like exhausted. Like the last trip to New Orleans, like I think the flight coming back from New Orleans, that 5:20 a.m. flight, Saturday morning coming back to LA, that was it. My body said, all right, nigga.
Struggling.
But even after taking that little mini break, I would think that coming back, we could talk about this draft class a little bit. We're gonna do, and in case you haven't heard, if you didn't see the tweets, we are gonna do prospect of the week episodes for all nine of the prospects picks, the draft pick that the Saints drafted. They are gonna be Patreon only and YouTube member only episodes. Some prospects, the bigger name prospects, are gonna have, just like before, they're gonna be like 40-minute, 50-minute episodes. Other prospects are gonna be more abbreviated. But again, we got 30 plus new Patreons in April, in the month of April, and so we know we're gonna hit a. Thank y'all tremendously. We know we're gonna hit a lull. We know rookie minicamp starts on Friday, but we want to continue to give back to y'all. Like y'all came for the draft, so we want to give something back for y'all to stay, because there is gonna be a huge dead period that's coming. So
we talking about the Saints. Ain't no dead period for the Saints.
That's true, bro. That's true.
Just don't exist. Some shit gonna happen. Something. Don't know what it is.
Something always going on. Okay, this would be the only place to talk about this. And I gotta be careful because I'm not talking about people's business. But the Trey Murphy bus video. Remember one time we were recording a podcast episode and someone in the chat said that like Cam Jordan needs to get back to cheating again.
Nine-sex season on the way, baby. Levels to this.
Soon come, baby. I can say whatever the fuck I want to. Cam got. I had to block Cam. I came to my breaking point with Cam during whatever. I forgot even what it was, bro. I had to. Oh, was he talk? Was he? Oh, he was talking about some shit about. I don't remember what it was. Wolf, but I had to block him. So
We're a Super Bowl team, baby. We got Derek Carr.
Bro, that was it. That was it.
What you talking
done.
about, bro?
That was done.
Shout out to Cam, man. Cam at freaking voluntary OTAs getting it in, bro. Getting it in.
More than you can say for Derek Carr.
I'm saying, but he's getting it in other places too.
Hey, we don't
the Mayo.
Okay. Bruh, I'm gonna tell you one thing. We move on. He posted that picture of him and wifey on Twitter at Fosse's wedding, bruh. and the comment right underneath it said, "What's going on with you and that Stowe buddy, bruh?" I was crying at work, Ryan.
Boy.
Crying. Someone said Zion was at that van too. Zion don't swirl. I didn't see. No, I didn't see Zion. Zion don't swirl. No.
Hey, I don't put nothing past Zion, bro. But
Yannick said Zion just couldn't get out. Can't get out. Oh, this live stream already off the fucking rails. Let's talk about this goddamn saga though. Jane Slater.
do you want me to read Jane Slater's full
go
tweet?
ahead. Go ahead.
Because it's a lot there.
It is. We gotta get Jane on.
We gotta get on. And even the national media is kind of tired of this. It's like, oh Lord, because you can't really get good information on it. Okay, she says, few updates from insiders today. Carr has been to New Orleans twice in recent weeks to meet with the team doctor at the facility. 2, he believes he injured his throwing shoulder in the same game he injured his left wrist. Remember that. Left wrist, right throwing shoulder injured. Okay.
Okay.
Why are we just figuring this stuff out now? He didn't start meaningfully throwing until the spring as he ramped up for off-season work, and that's when he noticed it. Prior to that, I'm told he only threw a bit in a walkthrough with a fake football to injured players and Alvin Kamara. He didn't get a chance to come back and really pushed it because Saints got eliminated and were out of the contention for playoffs and they set players. Why not just get surgery? Sounds like he would rather not, as he has already had surgery before on that arm, but still navigating the decision. 5, the Saints are trying to decide what's best for the team for Derek, and Derek is still actively trying to make the best decision for his shoulder. 6, a decision either way will be made here sooner rather than later, per the same source. So really the only two newsworthy things out of that. He has met with the team twice, according to her sources. And the injury is from the Giants game when he did the fleur-de-leap into his face and injured his left wrist.
That was not a first down.
Which was not a first down. It's left wrist. Oh, second. It was a second and what?
Second and 10, bro. Second and 10, Ryan. I was in the stands, bro.
Oh, history.
What a game to be at, bro. Like, if you just think about it, what a game for me to be at that game. To be at that injury in the Brian Bresee, like, block, like, just
blocking our top 5 pick. Just pow.
But you said it was go back to the non-throwing hand?
Yes. He injured his left wrist.
Okay.
Which is what was being reported on, what was on the injury report and all that stuff. He got a concussion and a left wrist injury. But apparently his right shoulder, his throwing shoulder, was injured also, unreportedly.
So hold on. Wouldn't they have, and I get the whole ramp up situation. Okay. Wouldn't this have been found, I don't know, when they were examining him post the injury when he hurt himself?
Unless they didn't examine him. I don't know.
Or, here's another question I have for you, Ryan. Haven't we not seen videos of Derek Carr throwing to his kids on social media with that right arm?
I don't know. I mean, maybe he's not putting that into it.
Oh, okay. Stop lying to us.
So let me ask you this: Do you think he's injured? Because, like I said, they have met with the team doctors twice, per sources. He said he has an MRI to prove it at church. See, I got the MRIs to prove it.
Okay.
Okay. So is he faking the injury?
Oh, I think that. How do I word this? Do I think there is some validity to his injury? Probably some. Do I think that he is milking it and exacerbating it to the degree that I might not be able to play the entire season? Well, I don't think I know that's being done because he didn't want to play for the Saints anymore, and that was his way of being spiteful and being like, okay, if you're gonna essentially pay me $40 million and keep me here and I don't want to be here, then I'm just gonna fucking take my ball and go home. And this is my way to take my ball and go home. The thing that just doesn't make sense to me in all of this is, and I tweeted this evening, you had Mickey Loomis and Kellen Moore essentially I'm not going to give all of it away. You got to be a Patreon or you got to be a YouTube member and listen to our What Happened in the Draft Room episode to get all the details. But you essentially had them be kind of a collaborative force in the draft room a couple of weeks ago. And you get the details for that episode if you're a Patreon. It's just interesting to me that they're collaborative when it comes to that, but when it comes to Derek Carr, they're not collaborative. Like Mickey just has this almost like a domestic violence, abusive relationship connection with Derek Carr. It's weird. It's weird, Ryan. It's weird. The only other thing, and I'm not going to get into the details of it, we're not going to reveal anything, is maybe this injury that happened on January 6th on the Giants game, maybe the injury didn't happen then. Maybe the injury happened to Derek Carr on his own time. It didn't happen while playing football.
That's a theory I have heard.
We both heard.
Both heard that it's, and that's a piece of the puzzle that kind of fits in, and it kind of makes everything kind of make sense. Like if you drop that in there, it's like, oh, that just kind of makes everything make sense. But that's completely unconfirmed. We don't know the truth behind that. It's just a weird situation.
The Saints, meaning Mickey Loomis, has played this terribly because
bro.
Even before paying Derek Carr that $40 million, and I get it, they didn't have to, right? Because it was worked out in his contract and what have you. But for someone that just got that injury in January,
coming off an injury,
and you're about to, and this is in March. This is 2 months later, Ryan. You don't want him to get a physical? You're about to pay him $40 million? You don't want him to give a physical? That is malfeasance. That is malpractice. Like that's the shit that if you're Gail Benson, that should cost Mickey Loomis his job.
Absolutely. Like that's fireable.
That's
fireable.
I can't even think of like situations in the NFL. Like maybe it happens, but like I can't think of it.
I've been trying to think all day, bro. Like what is? Like this is only some Saint shit, bro.
Bro, it's
only some Saint shit.
Only some Saint shit, bro.
Like what in the hell? And it's just like I talked about this in the Discord. Carr doesn't want to be here. The Saints fans don't want Derek Carr.
Most of the Saints executives or people in the front office don't want Derek Carr to be here.
Kellen Moore doesn't want Carr. Carr doesn't want to be here. Nobody wants to be here, including Carr, except Mickey Loomis.
And it all comes back to Mickey Loomis sees Carr as being the best way for him to save his job.
But it's like even Neverending then, because it's like at this point, is it? Like even from Loomis's logic, you see Loomis's logic. Like, look, Derek Carr is a veteran quarterback and could get us through the season. Even at this point, that's getting thin because the offseason moving on. Players are in the building, working on learning a new scheme, getting ready, prepping. Meanwhile, Derek Carr,
this dummy gonna learn a new offense in a couple of months.
His third new offense since being with the Saints. And you think that's just going to work? You think that's just going to work?
All right.
Okay. Come on. Meanwhile, has a shoulder injury that may need surgery, and that's going to work. Like you really think that's going to work? Like even that's getting thin, bro. Like so the whole job saving thing, it's like I don't even see that anymore.
One of the most interesting things that my friend and my source told me today was even the Derek Carr antics seem to be wearing thin on Mickey Loomis. And
You
it's
would
like,
think, wouldn't it? Finally,
finally? Oh, just just took what 3 to 4 months?
like it wasn't the fact that the franchise quarterback wanted out. Like that wasn't it, right?
That wasn't it. Doc 54. Nothing about the Carr situation makes sense from the Saints' perspective. No one's gonna spend $40 million on a broken asset, especially not a billionaire. But like he already got paid the $40 million. Like he literally is like he's not owed 40. Like
It's there. It's
it's
guaranteed.
theirs.
It's like I don't know if the check has been written yet, but like it's his. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's an escrow or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's there. Like so, it's malfeasance. Like Adam said, man. It's like what kind of business are you running here?
And
And the
then
thing
and
that
then I'm sorry to cut you. Then you have one young-ish, but two young quarterbacks in the room.
getting it in.
Getting it, you got Shuck working out in Tulane with Bub Mims with Juwan Johnson. You got Spencer Rattler. Every time the Saints social media putting a video out, he's in the middle of the huddle,
Right there. Right there.
looking like a leader, taking ownership. Not saying that means like he's the guy. I'm just saying you have two guys who's putting the fucking work in, and then
Want to be here?
who want to be here, and yet there's this enabling of this guy who doesn't want to be here. What type of message does that send to the team, to the players on the team, and it sends the worst fucking message to everyone.
Meanwhile, look at Mickey Loomis at the post-draft presser is saying, yeah, if Derek Carr's healthy, he's the starter. Like, why is the GM saying that? Why is the general manager of the team making that statement? That's a head coach. Like, excuse me if I'm wrong, but it's the head coach that runs the 46, right? The 53. Well, at least the 46. Or who's going to play on Sunday. Like, that's every team is usually like that. So you telling me Mickey Loomis is making a decision on who's the actual starter on a guy that Kellen Moore, we don't even know if they've met in person. The head coach, the offensive head coach, we don't even know if he's met the quarterback in person yet.
So
Because Jay Slater reported that he met with team doctors. Didn't say nothing about Kellen Moore. She said Kellen Moore, they talked, but they didn't meet. And so you just gonna just say, oh yeah, he's the starter. Like, what happened to compete? What happened when we got to compete for the job? Every job is on the line. You know you got to compete. Isn't that the thing that like all coaches say? But Mickey Loomis is not a coach. He's an executive. And why is he talking about football fields? Like, it's just nasty, bro. Nasty, bro. And it makes no sense.
none. It's all this kowtowing to Derek Carr, bro. Like to Derek Carr, bro.
Derek Carr. This is not Peyton Manning in his prime. This is not Tom Brady, Drew Brees.
Bro, I could we're not even talking like Jordan Love. We're not talking like a Brock Purdy that's taking the team to an NFC Championship game, who went to a Super Bowl and almost won. Derek Carr.
No playoff win, Derek Carr. Losing record, Derek Carr. Never thrown over 30 touchdowns, Derek Carr. QB that's been injured for 3-4 seasons in a row, Derek Carr. Like, what?
What have we become?
What?
Look what you've done. Look what you've done to my team.
And what's funny is like, look, Saints fans starting to come around a little bit on Tyler Shuck after me and you included. A lot of people was like, you know what I'm saying, with that pick. It's like lean into that. If you're the team, like lean into that. That's something to be excited about. You know, you
For
gonna
sure.
roll. If you, I'm not saying it's gonna happen because I still don't see a reality with Derek Carr is actually starting the season. I just can't see it. But if it did come to that, that would just be like a big cold bucket of ice water in the face, bro. Just like
And can I tell you what, like, how just awful of a pick that would be
oh,
to take a 26-year-old quarterback at 40, who then who who then may not potentially get his first start in the NFL till he's 27,
what?
who still like is raw and needs like time. I hate it here, bro. I hate it
Hated
here.
it, bro.
Here's the thing that's just weird to me. Mickey Loomis has like no balls to just make the decision for Derek. It's just like, hey, we got Spencer Rattler, we got Tyler Shuck. Hey, buddy, we're good. We're good. Your shoulder,
Hey, look.
whatever's going on with that. How about this? We're gonna put you on an IR. You get healthy, and
We'll discuss whatever next year. Or at least set like a deadline. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they do have some kind of internal deadline they discuss, but like
I
at some point you got to get in the building, right?
I that's what I heard. The potential deadline, and it's a potential deadline, is mandatory minicamp because it's mandatory.
It's mandatory. Right? That's when start getting fined and shit like that. And he'll probably show up, knowing him, he'll be there. You know, but I don't want him to show up.
But then that's the thing is like, I don't know how you can just automatically insert him with the ones after he hasn't. I just he don't even know he don't even know the offense. You should put him in the ones.
And then it's like will he be all of a sudden be healthy by then, or will he find out? Will he find out if he needs surgery or not by then? It's like, where's the end road to this? Like, where does this all lead? I'm struggling with it. I don't know. I really don't know.
Tired of
Tired of
talking
talking
about
about
it.
it, bro. Tired.
I want to talk about my Rattler, my old quarterback, bro. Like,
Right. My senior citizen quarterback, man. Like,
hey, my quarterback on AARP can't even talk about it, bro. We gotta talk about Derek Carr still, bro.
it's like, can we have that at least? Shit.
Can't. Like,
Just have that.
the one thing, the Saints ain't drafted a quarterback in the first 2 rounds in 50+ years, and we got that this year. Can't even have that in peace. Nope, we gotta still got to talk about this. Mac Murdoch, Carr been in the league for 11 years and still plays like a rookie. Raider fans used to talk about his draft scout report for 2014. Reads like it could have been written yesterday.
It's amazing, ain't it? It's amazing.
Players typically are who players are. Like,
Yeah.
don't forget, Carr needs a quote unquote year to learn the offense. It will somehow be Kellen Moore's fault in the new offensive system. Yeah, it does.
And that's another thing. Like, Kellen Moore, baby, come on, bro. Like, do something.
Nigga.
It's like, make your presence known, bro. Like,
He made it known somewhat in the draft room. You telling me that he can't sling some dick?
sling it around, bro.
Come on. Jake said, "You mean a guy with less than 20 collegiate starts?" You talking about Tyler Shuck? No,
I think it's
he's at
25.
25. He's at 25, bro. 7 years, 25.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about him, bro. Because it's like, yeah, he's experienced, like he's mature, but experienced. I don't know. Experienced in life. Because with age comes a little wisdom. But
He's seen some things on the
Seen
football
some things.
field. I don't
he need reps. He still need reps, man.
Jake said Dylan Gabriel got like 80. God damn.
Been playing forever.
All right. Before I forget, let's take a break. Listen to our sponsor from Underdog, and we'll be back after this break. Don't want to forget this one.
Let's go. With Underdog, there's finally a way to make picks on sports without leaving the house. The game is in your hands. Millions of fans have already run billions making picks on Underdog. There's an app with over 100,000 five-star reviews and millions of players. This week on Underdog, I'm looking at St. Louis Cardinals versus Boston Red Sox and picking Jarren Duran for higher than 1 home run. Download the Underdog app and sign up now using promo code BLOCKPARTY to unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus credits when you make your first deposit. Join in on the fun when you sign up with promo code BLOCKPARTY. Claim your special offer today and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits instantly upon first deposit. Must be 18 years or older, 19 or older in Alabama or Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Arizona and Massachusetts, and present in state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Void where prohibited. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. New York, call 24/7 Hope line at 1778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
We are back. So we have rookie minicamp coming up on Friday. See the rookies in action. Something I don't want to give this too much away because I want to discuss this on the Kelvin Banks Prospect of the Week episode. But it'll be very interesting where he lines up on Friday.
So interesting, bro. Just where do they start him at? Don't mean where he's going to end up at, but at least in their mind, where does he start? Because I'm trying to remember, they started Fuaga right at the left, like from the beginning, like from rookie minicamp.
Did they start him at left? I thought it was right. I think at the first day, I think they had him at right, and then the second day, I think they had him at left, and he
they moved him. Yeah, they were just like, we're going to try him at different spots, blah blah blah. I could see them doing something like that.
I think,
or maybe left guard. I don't know.
I just have a feeling that they just may try him at left guard.
Wouldn't shock me at all.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Taking a guard at 9, bro.
Just start. Get me off this rod, bro. Get me off this rod, Ryan. A guard at 9. A guard at 9. Even with the goal potentially that after maybe his second year he'll shift out to tackle like Tyler Smith did of the Cowboys.
Right. It's league has done that a lot. Start your guard, move you out, but it's like, man, just the guy has been left tackle his career. Put him at left.
And here's the thing that I would say. If you put him at guard, you still kind of have a hole at right tackle with Penny, bro. Like,
no matter the combination, you're gonna have a hole. I mean, you play him at left and Fuaga at right, you're gonna have a hole at left guard. Vice versa. Like, either way, you're gonna have a hole. It will make more sense to me to let him play the position that he has played at, and let him be the best he can be. Like,
you would fucking think so, Ryan. You would.
No, if he fails at left, like he just doesn't look good at left tackle, then it's like, oh, oops. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta try to recover that.
Oops. Then it's like, then Jeff Ireland's like, told y'all motherfuckers.
Just playing J-Law highlights.
Just going into this office, just pouring a bourbon, bro. Just like, These niggas. I'm told them niggas. I mean, it's weird, but like anything else, you maybe like just want to like what you want to read or see from like reports from.
I mean, obviously the quarterback, man. Obviously, you want to hear, like this time last year we heard about how obviously Spencer Rattler, how the arm just looked different. You know what I'm saying? Than everybody else that was at rookie minicamp. I forgot what other quarter. I think Kellen Mond.
Oh, Kellen Mond, yeah.
It was like, look, you want to see the arm talent. Obviously, not much you could evaluate as far as scheme and stuff like that, but you just want to see the arm talent. You want to see how he moves through his, progressions and just operates the offense from what he's learned so far and all that stuff. They're not going to install like the whole offense. It's going to be piecemeal. So you just want to see that. You want to hear how, Kellen Moore looks out there, like just running the whole operation. Obviously some of the other picks, man, like obviously defensive line and stuff like that, meaningless. Like you're not gonna hear nothing in the camp. But Devin Neal, this is usually when your young running backs can get a little shine because there's no tackling or nothing.
Yep.
Want to see how he looks out there. Want to see what Quincy Riley, how he's looking at coverage because I really feel good about him, like as a potential starter. We'll get to that in the prospect of the week stuff deeper, but other than that, that's kind of it. And some of the UDFA's because we thirsty, bro. Like, bro, we sitting here looking at UFL players,
niggas
looking for
sick.
juice, bro. Like somewhere,
Sick.
juice. Somewhere, just give me some juice.
Niggas starving.
Starving, bro.
Starving.
Somebody, I can't wait for somebody. Somebody step up, please.
I can report. It's a mini report because I don't have names, but I can report per my source that the Saints have reached out to veteran route receivers. Don't ask me who because I don't know. Don't have names.
I mean, go look at the free agent wide receiver list. It will not excite you. Like I think the obvious name is what's my guy? Chicago Bears. Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen.
Amari Cooper.
DJ Chark. I don't know if these are the players that they reached out to.
Tyler Boyd out there.
Oh, that's right. Eddie the Don. Akeem Butler. Y'all niggas.
Give me.
That's where we at.
That's where we at.
Here's what I don't understand. And shout out to our dude Cody Alexander for kind of bringing this to our attention. I don't get like I'm not exalting Sean because when he did it wasn't cool either. But like he had won a Super Bowl as a head coach, so he got some grace for it. Like Kellen won a Super Bowl, but only as an offensive coordinator with like a stacked team.
Stacked.
Like a stacked. Like one of the best offensive lines you will ever find. AJ Green, like whatever. I don't need to read off the names of how stacked the Eagles were offensively. It's still something that I just don't understand the team building aspect of it. And people are going to say, yeah, but you got your quarterback, but then if you get your quarterback, you got to protect them with like the defense. You got to build up the defense. That is not how you support a young fucking quarterback. I don't care who the quarterback is. Rattler, Shuck, I don't care who it is. Because as soon as Olave or Shaheed goes down, it's night-nights.
Night, bro.
Throwing the butt memes, Cedric Wilson, Bayless Jones Jr. That's what the season's gonna become.
Man,
okay.
I read somewhere they were like, players who could step up this year or whatever. Like somebody put Cedric Wilson on there. I'm like, what is?
Get out of my fucking
Nigga that just took a pay cut to stay.
Or else he was gonna get cut. Him. He's gonna step up. That nigga gonna step up. Okay. All right.
Oh my God! Like it just blows my mind that they just bypass any juice.
Bro, I saw a clip. Not saying that they're gonna work out as players. That they might completely bust ass, bro. But Jalen Milroe throwing the pass to fucking Elijah Arroyo, bro. I almost threw my phone across the room, bro.
Elijah, like that's what you do. You get the quarterback, and you at least get one player. At
One
least get one.
niggas said, Here's Delvin Neal in the fucking 6th round. Enjoy, niggas.
Enjoy. And here's UCLA tight end. I'm not even gonna say his name.
In round 7, who probably might not even make the team. Practice squad.
I just know you couldn't get like Alec, Mayanor, whatever his name. We couldn't get that. Like, damn, that's
Didn't he
something,
go
bro.
is he with the Titans?
I think so.
What a crazy concept! You draft your quarterback 1 overall.
And then they got Xavier Restrepo. Like,
Yeah,
that makes sense. As a UDFA, I think, right?
Yep. I'm not putting it out there that I'm not putting out there that I want either of those players. I don't want Chris Olave to get injured. I don't want Rashid Shaheed to get injured. I don't want AK to get
past trends.
like fucking Mickey Loomis just thinks that like injuries are just like they
Like
put a
he literally sat there under post presser saying the only reason we was trash last year is because of injuries.
But then but then in the draft he doesn't address the depth in case of injuries. And I know people are going to listen to this and be like, well, guys, you haven't like really seen like the vision of the team yet. There's still training camp cuts that can happen. Like other teams can make their training camp cuts and then the Saints can sign those players and things like that. It's about youth. It's about building the team, young players, youth. I get it. Yeah, Keenan Allen and Amari Cooper, yeah, that's cool. You want to have young tight ends, young running backs, young wide receivers growing with a Rattler, growing with a Shuck. They're growing together as a core.
Yeah. They said, nope. Take this Devin Neal, boy.
Bro, I'm so thirsty,
Right,
bro. I would call the Eagles for Dotson, bro. Who they
Dotson.
They traded a 3rd rounder for Dotson last offseason, bro.
Sure did. Howie Teflon, boy.
Like no one talks about that.
They do like a trade like that every year. Just like some random trade and be like, damn, we gave up like a 3 for that, huh? And it don't work out. But
Dante said Dante Pettis season. Yo, God.
is it Austin Pettis or Dante Pettis?
It's Dante.
Austin. All right. I'm so sick. I was looking at Spencer Rattler highlights the other day, and I was like, man, Pettis look kind of good, you know?
He looked good in that Tampa Bay game.
Yeah. You know?
He did.
Poor Spence, bro. Spencer. I was looking at them highlights. I was like, man, Spence really playing out there with nobody, bro. I forgot Taysom was gone. Like, Taysom was gone. Everybody was gone.
Everybody. I'll say this, bro. That first half Spencer played against the Bucks, like, considering the, I don't even want to talk about it, bro, because I already know people are going to say. Considering the circumstances, the throws, the timing, the rhythm, the accuracy, I still contend that half of football, to me, probably his best half of football. Even maybe outshines the second half he came in against the Commanders. Like it was just like Tom Brady was gushing over how well Rattler played that first half against the Bucks. It was like the second Bucks game, the last game of the season.
Last game of the season. And it goes to show you, just the growth. And like I said, he's playing with nobody, bro. Nobody.
That's why everyone says, like, can we just see him with the ones? Just see how it looks.
See it. Just see how it looks, man. Like, I want both of these quarterbacks to succeed. But I think it'll be a disservice just to not know. You know what I'm saying? Like, not know how he looks with the full roster, even though the roster is wanting. You know what I'm saying? But just with what they got, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, the starting offensive line, tight ends, running back, and all that. Just to see how he looks out there with that. I would love to see that. You know what I'm saying? That battle going to be fascinating, though. I look forward to that shit.
I just keep Derek Carr away from him, please.
Please, man. Like, we don't. this QB room don't need it. The Saints don't need it. The Saints fans don't need it. Like, just move on from that, man.
And get
Please.
Jake Hainer off the team.
Oh, him too. I'm tired of it. I was looking at the little clips today from the OTAs. I'm like,
Oh yeah, I saw that too. I was like,
what are you on that for?
like a jump scare, nigga. Little nigga. Little nigga. Anyway, we wanted to come back. We got like 74 concurrent viewers on right now, which is crazy because it's like almost midnight. Where Ryan is, it's 10, almost 10 where I am. So we appreciate y'all joining us and supporting as always. Wayne said, "Shame about the Bucks game to end like that is disgusting." Oh, gross.
Oh,
Gross.
bro.
Here's the sad part. Like looking back on it, like Rizzy allowed that to happen, and here's like the sad part is like hearing and knowing what I know of Kellen now.
He was
Pretty
pretty
sure
same
that-
thing.
Same outcome, bro. Same outcome, bro.
Where the dogs at, man? Where the dogs at, bro? I just don't get it. I don't understand it.
Anyway, just a real quick thing, and I know it's gonna infuriate you, but I was having this conversation with my friend. If you want to see the most epic meltdown, if the Saints have a top 3 pick in the 2026 draft and draft a safety,
Oh,
I will set the world on fire, bro.
Caleb Downs, baby. Wait,
Ryan,
people telling me he a dog, though. I'm like, I don't care.
I will set the fucking world literally on fire.
I don't care if he got 30 picks, bro. I don't
care.
care.
Don't care.
We typically picking top 5.
Because the top McShay mock had them picking two.
2, bro.
So if they're picking 2, that means that either Carr was ass water, Tyler Shuck was ass water, or Spencer Rattler, or a combination of them was ass water, and that means you don't have a quarterback. That means you
Right.
don't have an answer at quarterback.
Exactly. And the roster is terrible. Ooh, boy. Like ain't no way Mickey Loomis survived that, huh?
No, there's no way, bro.
Like
He's
that's
gone.
a 4-win. That's a 3 to 4 win season. Like ain't no way.
If that, bro, that might be
If
2 to
that.
3.
2 to 3 wins. Damn.
That's so bad that you have to have a conversation. I know Gail don't like to do it. That's like, does Kellen survive? Like, that's that bad.
And that's like after y'all done paid Carr $40 million just to make space so you can go out and do a little shopping in the off season. And you extending players,
to bring in Justin Reed,
Justin Reed, and pay Chase Young and
Juwan Johnson. The same Juwan Johnson that we was hyping up at the beginning of this podcast episode. Stop going up. Him and Derek Carr about to make music. No one told us that Derek Carr doesn't look in the middle of the fucking field for when the actual regular season starts. That was preseason Carr. He looks in the middle of the field.
oh yeah, preseason called different.
Regular season Carr? No.
Nah,
That
we're gonna see, man. Like I can't wait to just get a handle on what this team gonna be, bro. Because like right now, you ask me, how many games this team win, and I look at the schedule, I'm like, golly, it's hard to find a win. Like it was hard for me to look and be like, oh, that's a win.
hard, bro.
Like there was a couple I'd be like, yeah, Saints could pull out a win there, but none of them I was just like, oh, that's a dub.
I'll say this: even I can't stand him as a person. Why am I squinting? Oh, I don't know. Oh, this light's bright. Even if you put Derek Carr just insert him as a starting quarterback on the team, I still feel the same way about the games, bro. Like my reaction is still the exact same. It doesn't.
One thing we forgot to mention is like the Taysom Hill thing is still kind of unresolved. You know, like
I,
we
I,
don't know.
I still been asking, trying to get answers to that. Still.
Just don't know. And like that's a major piece, bro. Like if he can't go this season, like how many games has he just won? That Browns game,
Yep. The Seattle Seahawks game a couple of seasons
Seahawks,
back.
yeah, like
Dante said, "Oh, I thought you were looking at the Saints roster."
that's just how I go to Outlands like twice a week. It's like,
So I played.
damn.
I played. I said this in the Discord. I played this game of just on our lads of just comparing the Saints roster to like other teams and just trying to find a roster that's worse than ours, like a depth chart. Bro, I don't know if I couldn't do it, bro. I don't know. Like I could. I don't. The only one I got close to was like the Steelers, because I think the Steelers have like a very sneakily like trash roster. Their defense elevates them. Where like they got J.J. Watt, they got Cam Hayward, they got Joey Porter Jr. They got good
But
players on defense.
in some ways, it's kind of similar to the Saints because you'd be like, oh, we got Cam Jordan, we got Honey Badger, but then you look closer, it's like, man, they getting old. You know what I'm saying? That's old.
Yeah,
Mario Davis and all that. It's like
T.J. Watt's like
TJ Watt's still a dog. He's
like
still a dog.
elite. But like if you look at that roster like really closely, like they got they got DK, but it's like this roster's kind of trash. Like I was looking at it, bro. I was like, damn, this is a not welly built team, like at all.
And the Saints roster interesting because I think if you add like a couple of like top level players, like really good, like for the longest we had like top 5 players at different positions. We had top 5 running back, top 5 wide receiver, top 5 quarterback, top 5 linebacker, top 5 cornerback. We had like a bunch of those guys. Like that's what really elevates your roster. We don't have any top 5 guy right now. So like we have a lot of middle class players. Like they're fine players. Like Carl Granderson, fine player. Chase Young, fine player. Just a lot of fine players, but they shouldn't be like your top players. You know what I'm saying? And those are our top players. We got top players masquerade. Well, middle class players masquerading as top players. Right. So that's just kind of where that's just where the roster is now. Like that's years of bad drafting. It's kind of is what it is.
Jay Sean said, "Remember the Saints roster hashtag on paper talks? Good times. Oh, don't worry. Those times we got a hashtag on paper episode.
We got an on paper episode. We got a what could go right, what could go wrong episode. We got all that covered. We got time for it.
Soon. My book has our season win line at 6.5. They're being generous as fuck.
Really?
Take the under. But you're probably not winning anything if you're taking the under, honestly. No. So how many? So when you did your little exercise, how many wins? So the schedule comes out next week, the 14th. How many wins did you? Oh yes, it's negative 145. How many wins did you give them?
I was just stuck at 5.
Yeah,
I was stuck at 5.
Bro,
But even that was being like generous. That was like a real positive 5. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if these things work, it's like 5.
I'm like consistently like hitting 4 every time. Like 4.
And we'll see, bro. Like we will see. Kellen Moore might be like offensive genius, just cooking up some stuff we don't know. There might be some young players that step up. Like we don't know. Like we're assuming. I'm assuming like the defense takes a big step back under Brandon Stewart. Maybe it takes a step up. Like maybe it's a good defense. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't predict it right now, bro. I cannot.
No, I won't try to. Anyway, y'all, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We're gonna try maybe do the Banks Prospect of the Week episode before the week is out. I leave to go out of town on Friday. So hopefully if we do the episode, it will be before then. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We will be back maybe this week, but if we are back this week, that is only Patreon only, or YouTube member only for the Kelvin Banks Jr. Prospect of the Week episode. If we don't do it this week, we will do it next week. And hopefully when we come back next week for our non-Patreon only episode, we will be able to do a episode with a guest. potentially. So hopefully, but we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll be back. Thank y'all for the support. With that, we are out.
Peace.